This is the Shark Air Purifier Max. It's a combo unit, which means it's an air purifier and it's a heater. And it's an upgrade from the HP201, or it might be the same air purifier with the heater as an additional component. So we're going to unbox it, we're going to check it out, and we're going to show you, is it different from the HP201? You'll have to see and find out. Shark claims that this unit is going to be useful for spaces up to 1,000 square feet. However, you have to put that into context because 1,000 square feet could mean refreshing the air every 30 minutes, every hour. Here, I believe at a 1,000 square foot at this size, we're looking at about a refresh rate about 30 to 40 minutes. Now, if they were to go more to the industry standard of 12 minutes in terms of their refresh rate or 5 times per hour, I would say this unit is going to be more in line with a unit that can be useful for a room maybe 450 to 500 square feet. Well, if you're going to be suffering from allergies like me, I look for refresh rate every 10 12 minutes because if I open the window, I don't want to wait an hour for the air to be purified. I want to do it in about 12 minutes. Otherwise, well, what if the air is constantly refreshing inside of the room? It's going to be constantly trying to keep up with the amount of pollutants that's coming inside of the room. This is what you get inside of the box. And if I stand it up, you can see that the unit is inside. And here it is out of the box. Now, I'm going to go right off the bat and just let you know that this is an impressive machine. Not only does it have some features that I did not expect, but it is also well constructed. It is a good weight. This is not the lightest of the air purifiers or the heaters. Since it's a combo unit, it's going to be a little bit on the heavier side. This is the NanoSeal filter. It's coming with a charcoal filter, it's coming with the pre-filter to catch any larger particles, and it's coming with the 1-inch HEPA filter all inside. Now that I put the HP201 next to the Shark Cleansense IQ, you can see that the air purifying unit is actually very similar. There's two important differences between the two. First, on the 201, if I want to remove the filter, I got to pop it on the bottom and twist, and then now I have access to this filter, which is going to be the same filter as, you guessed it, the Shark Air Purifier Max. And just to give you a representation of what that means, well, let's see. So the filter from the HP201 is identical to the filter on your Max. And that's because, well, it just makes it easier for filter and it makes also lower cost if you want to purchase filters in the future. Second, you'll notice that they both come with a display. The displays are pretty much identical. The Cleansense IQ, the signage has been updated. Another key difference though is that the design of our Shark, here is your open, this is all open mesh here. On your 201, this is closed off. On the back, it is also open mesh. So this is pretty much a 360-degree design relative to the Cleansense, which is only open in the rear and not open in the front, or at least not open all the way in the front here. The size of your 201, there's no handles on your Max. So now that we plugged in our unit, let me go through each feature one by one. First, it comes with the Cleansense IQ. So that Cleansense IQ is going to rate your air because it has the air sensor built in. Now, if you get blue, it means it's good, orange is fair, red is poor. You'll also be getting clean air percentage, so how much percent of the air is clean, how long it takes to clean that air. It's going to be coming with 1, 2.5, and 10 micron size particle readings, and it comes with room temperature and filter life so that you know when to exchange the filter or when that filter lifespan is over, and you also have the ability to control the heat because it's going to have a thermostat built in. Second, if you want to use it just as a heater and not as an air purifier, well, it's going to be coming with purified fan or heat. That means I can switch it, and if I just want purified air, it's going to open up a slot here that's going to allow it to maximize air purification and diffuse the air inside of the room it's in. Now that you know how the Cleansense IQ works, we got to turn it on. So easy to turn on. You have this updated display. Now this is the new display that's coming with your Max, which is going to be coming with this. It's coming with a remote that is magnetized that just inserts right back in, and that is how you control your unit. It has the thermal control, so timer, heat controls, brightness, auto, oscillation, so you can make the air go left and right. You have fan control, so you can control the fan speed, and you have the air info, which is going to be the Cleansense IQ, where it displays the air quality info inside of the room it's in. So this is the remote. If you notice that the remote has the power, it has the temperature, it has the fan left and right, it has the oscillation info, brightness, timer, and auto. I do like how the configuration of this remote works, and I do like how it looks. And I especially like how easy it is to just put it back and turn on your unit. So watch this. Press power, power, and I can hear the fan spooling up. So right now it is analyzing the air quality in the room it's in, and it was just fair, and now it's blue. It gives me 89%. So 89% means that it is detecting that 89% of the air that it is detecting inside of the room is going to be what it considers good. It has the temperature reading at 74 degrees, which you see right there. And if I want to make any adjustments, or you're wondering, how do I know what's happening? How do I know what fan speed it's on? How do I know this information? Well, that's a good question. Now, there is the power indicator here, and it has a knock sensor. So if you knock it down, it will automatically turn itself off. So the HP201 comes with a menu display that you could just turn it on. You can adjust the fan speed. Pretty immediate feedback on all of the commands you deliver. Timer, this is going to be on breeze mode. You have child lock, and you have the ability to turn it off. So this is how your traditional Shark works. Now, what Shark has done is that instead of allowing you to have that immediate feedback, they're saying, well, I know you're probably going to set it and you're probably going to forget it. So you want to set the temperature, you want to set the air quality level and just put it on auto. This is the way to go, because you're going to have purified air and you're going to have purified air heater all in one unit, and then you have a remote control that is integrated into the overall design of your space heater, or in this case, your air purifier. If I want to adjust my fan speed, you'll see that it shows now on the display. No longer on the top, it's just on the display. So this is on fan speed 1. If I want to put it on auto, I just press auto. It is going to be on auto mode, and it's going to automatically detect the air quality in the room it's in and adjust itself accordingly. If I want to lower the screen brightness, here I have it on a dimmer, and here we turned off the light, which is something that I find incredibly important for anyone using this inside of a bedroom, because you don't want to be distracted with any light peeking through any of your air purifiers. So a lot of people get black electrical tape just to cover up any holes that might be peeking any light. This one has none of that. This one, the light and the menu turn all the way off. So now that I'm a little bit closer, you'll see our temperature gun. It is on the body of the unit. We are at about 78 degrees. Now, if I just pointed at the heating part element of it, we are at about 120. So let me give you my 3 cons of the combo unit. The heater definitely works, except it doesn't get as hot as my Duraflame or other space heaters that we tried, even from space heaters that might be $50, $75, $100, which is a lot substantially less expensive than the combo unit itself. That's important. Second, because you have the directions, you want to make sure that it's pointing in the direction you want the air to flow towards. And that's not something that's as a complaint, but that's something that I would recommend you focus on if you want to use this as an oscillation, or in case you forget that you have it on heat and it's summertime and then you want to put it on just purified air, you want to turn the dial so you can adjust the setting and the direction. Otherwise, the wind might be, you might expect the fan to go forward, but it might be blowing back. Finally, well, the display. The display gives you all the information, but because they went with the remote, which I don't mind, I find the remote design very ingenious. One of my pros, but the con of this is that if I'm standing up, and this is a unit that you place on the floor, let's be honest, if I'm just looking at the top of it, all I can tell is that it's turned on. I have to look at the front of the unit on the menu display to know that it is actually working, or actually what I'm pressing is actually corresponding to the action that I want. So let's say I'm just adjusting the temperature. I got to see the display here versus on a unit like this, which has the display up top and in front of it, which a lot of the air purifiers in the same space come with. So those are really my pros and cons. So one last con, the oscillation motor does make a light buzzing noise, which is not really big of a con because it's not that loud, but it's loud enough that I can hear it, which means that you might be able to hear it if you have it in a room when you're sleeping. So keep that in mind if you ever have it on. So those are really my cons, but I do have a lot of pros. The pro, well, the 201 Air Purifier from Shark was already good. This is just another deviation or a derivative of that air purifier. So second, I do find the Cleansense IQ is good because you get the 10, the 2.5, and the 1 micron size reading, something that I don't see on most air purifiers except for Dyson's. Third, well, you got to look at the build quality. It looks good, it is a tower fan, and it conserves the space. Instead of having one unit for air purification and one unit for heat, you can have all of it together, and that heating air is going to be purified so that you don't have to worry, well, maybe it's just blowing dust all around, because you might have to keep an air purifier and a heater on all the time in the same room, but no longer, because one unit can do both of those jobs, which makes this a combo, and a true combo at that, because we have not seen many air purifiers have a space heater built in, probably because of safety and probably because it might not have been effective enough. But here, I think Shark did a good job finding a good marriage. And where is this the best in? Because a lot of people are going to say, well, I like it. Am I going to put in a room 1,000 square feet? I mean, if you have a 1,000 square foot room, that's a pretty big room. You know, that's like bigger than most people's apartments. So suddenly this is in the Medify, the Allen, in the Dyson camp, where the air purifying cost is considerably higher than what you would have expected to pay. But that does not mean that this is not worth the money. You could probably get a space heater and the 201 for cheaper than you buy the combo. And that's all I'm saying. If you want the combo because it saves you space, because you like how it looks, because you want the purified air, because you suffer from allergies like I do, then it is a win in my book. But if you were to just go and get the 201 and then add in a space heater, well, that would work just as well. Maybe even better if your room is under 400 square feet, because this has enough power to refresh the air every 12 minutes. So we've just turned on our unit. You can see that it is now, the Cleansense IQ is doing an air scan, trying to figure out what the air quality is in the room. You see that it has come out yellow, so that means the air quality is fair. Now it has went to good. The clean air percentage is 86%. The temperature in the room it's in is 76%. Now the air quality is dropping. If I turn on the heater, itself, the red light will show what the temperature that we have set. Also, your red indicator light will turn on, and now the warm air is currently coming out of the front here because we have our dial set to heat. If I want to increase the fan speed, or if I want to increase the temperature, all I got to do is press and minus, and that will increase that. I can get that all the way to high, or I can have it as a regular reading. And if you have it on high, it will just not turn off. It will just constantly stay on. If I want to increase the fan speed, we can set it up to 6. And if I can set it, I can go back down to 1. If I want to set it on auto, it will keep heating until this reaches the temperature that I have set at 80. And if I'm below that temperature, so if we are on auto and I set it at 75, you press it on auto, it will turn off the heat, and the heat will turn off, and then just have used as an air purifier until the heat drops back down. And if you just don't want to use the heat itself, well, just put it on the fan, and that's going to remove the heating from the menu display. So there's no more temperature here, no more temperature readout there. Even if I want to add in temperature, I can't. There's no ability to add in temperature or increase the heat or turn it back on. So I got to go into a front-facing mode, have the temperature readout. And if you just want to see the info here, it gives you the PM1. So PM1 is at 2, PM2.5 is at 7, PM10, which is going to be your large particles, is at 11. Filter life is at 100, clean air is 86% clean, and time to clean is 0%. Once you turn it off, you will be able to place your display right there. You have a power button here, and that's it. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. This is the Shark 3-in-1 Purifier Heat Max. It works. I like it. It looks good. It oscillates. And I'll check you out next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. This is David with the French Glow signing off. Bye, bye, bye.